This episode of the Red Bull Rant is brought to you by the fine patrons that support us through patreon.com/Red Bull Rant. You can support us for the low price of $1 a month, and you can get exclusive content, including a monthly wrap-up for the New York Red Bulls. We want to send a special shout-out to our patrons who support us at $5 a month. That is our producer-level reward. Thank you to Jeremiah Dempster, William Martin, Clayton John, and Christopher Admack. Now, on to the show.
This is the Red Bull Rant podcast. If you aren't expecting adult language, why even bother listening?
Welcome, my friends, to the show never ends. This is the Red Bull Rant podcast. I'm your host, Jason Petke.
I'm Pat McDonald.
I'm Truman, and this is episode 311.
So, cool beans.
As I lip synced along to Jay, have we ever addressed the fact that one episode I introduced myself as Jason Petke?
Nope. If I'm not mistaken, I think that the week after was the solo episode.
I don't think we ever addressed that. Yeah.
Nope. Botchamania right there.
Yeah, I had a good laugh at that. I rewound it. I'm like, wait, what? What did he just say? That's not right.
The best part is, Truman, you must not have picked up on it either. Because we just kept going, and it took Dave Martinez tweeting at me to point out that I said it.
I don't even when we do intro thing, Jay could probably say like he's Cookie Monster, and I probably wouldn't notice because I'm so busy like staring at what number, so I don't fuck it up, and then I do fuck it up anyway.
Yeah,
but that's usually what I'm usually like focused on.
That was God, stupid coughing.
Jay's dying again.
Still. At least it wasn't the same episode. You guys screwed up the episode number. Because both in the same would have been really bad.
That's true.
You know who wasn't terrible this weekend was the New York Red Bulls.
Hey.
Terrible.
Went into Cincinnati. Played not so great, but didn't lose. They actually came away with a 2-0 victory thanks to some counterattacking football. So I would say we have tweets for this game, but nobody tweeted out, even though I told you guys I wasn't watching live.
We don't listen.
Exactly. How have you not figured this out yet?
You guys read my message.
Well, where the hell was I? Oh, I was watching Double or Nothing at the same time, so I definitely was not paying attention to Twitter.
I was doing stuff.
Were you on the beach or something Saturday?
That was the day before.
Oh, all right. So I don't have a valid excuse for you.
Yeah.
I was up in Pennsylvania playing miniature golf.
Yeah. I think I was doing absolutely nothing because I had a 4-day weekend. And I was like, today I am doing nothing.
And that includes tweeting for the show.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
So we had no tweets. So let's get right into this one with our dislikes. Pat, you can go first. What do you dislike about the Cincinnati game?
I mean, again, it's a bit of a nitpicky one because 3 points is 3 points, but you kind of just addressed it in the opener. It was a rather unconvincing win. It took complete and utter gaffe, capitalized by Kaku, to finally get the Red Bulls going and get on the board nice and early. So it's. Again, this team, while I do think they've turned a corner, they remain unimpressive. So that's really pretty much it.
Yeah, I'm with you. It was definitely a universal yuck for most of that game. I guess what scared me the most was this Robles having to make a few like spectacular saves against FC Cincinnati.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little scary. But yeah. Definitely not a 90-minute inspired game by them. But I don't know. Win ugly, I guess. And this was definitely win and ugly.
At least it was on the road, right? Because this is a home match to be much, much worse, I think.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
And Roy and slight vanish, Royer did travel with the team and then pick up muscle tightness like hours before, so it wasn't like his absence was planned or anything.
For the love of God, MLS, please let these guys start flying charter flights.
Is that the reason why?
I mean, you hear about these travel injuries all the time where these guys just get shoved into these, commercial airlines and, everything tightens up.
Or some flight charter because of, the last few weeks, 3 or 4 teams have suffered traveling through the Midwest because of this huge, system of storms that just for some reason is lingering over the area. What was it? Vancouver got held up. Montreal got held up. I think it was LA got held up traveling through Kansas or something. Just let them do charter. You guys make enough money now. You're not trying to save anything. If you're not going to put it towards player salaries, put it towards player transportation.
Right.
Yeah, all their new teams are bringing all the bucks, right? They can afford it. Lee can afford it.
I mean, going by the fees, it's kind of a Ponzi scheme at some point, so you might as well use the cash.
Oh, Jay's listening to the tinfoil crowd.
To a degree, it is. It's not really a Ponzi scheme. I'm not really there. But if you're getting fees from other teams coming into the league, then the league is flush with cash, so you should be able to use that money for travel. I mean,
right.
I can't imagine New York City's $100 million fee from a few years ago gets spent within 6 months of travel. That's not going to happen.
They spend it on hookers and cocaine.
Well, I mean, yeah, you got something.
Smart. They were smart. They did.
They took that check, and Don Garber was like, "Thank you very much. Now bring in the girls."
My dislike, I'm just going to kind of pile onto it. Except I'm going to say, after the goal that we scored, why are we immediately giving up pressure? Why are we letting Cincinnati try to get a goal back? Obviously,
what happened last time we played?
But I mean, obviously the pressure worked, right? Because it created. I mean, granted, it was a gaff, but if Kaku isn't that far up the field because of pressure, that we're playing in a pressure system, then he's not there to steal that. He's not there to turn into a goal. So why not continue? They're already off balance from you scoring. It doesn't make sense.
Armrest ball, baby.
Yeah. This is going to suck the rest of the year when we give up, when we score a goal and we start seceding pressure to people, and it's just going to be, Hope our defense can hang in there. All right. Likes of the game. I want to go first this time. I'm going to give it to Omir Fernandez for that diving header. Getting his first MLS goal. It's a nice way to do it. A nice goal. And a nice cross, by the way, from Brian White.
Mm-hmm. Finally, the dagger. The dagger that was able to relax the fans.
Mm.
Didn't have to live on the edge of your seat for the entire game, so that was nice.
Yeah.
Right.
At 2-0, I'm like, back to AEW. My like is I'm going to give it to Kaku since we can start at least building the frame for the statue again.
Sure.
At least we're at least just pulling at the blueprints. We're going to look at the blueprints again.
We're gonna pour the concrete slab.
Yeah.
The order for the bronze has been, put back in.
Yeah, it's still in the cart. It's still in the cart. It hasn't been checked out yet.
Yeah.
And the reason I'll give it to him on that goal is because 75% of the time you won't see players pressuring the defender that much when they have the ball there. They just kind of let the guy pass it across, pass it up, and you hope to intercept the ball there. So he got right up in the guy's face when he immediately knew there was a little bit of a trouble, him bobbling, and came up and scored. So just good, good eye on the ball. Way to pay attention. Way to not be giving up on a play and just admitting defeat with the defender having the ball. It's so important, and for it to be Kaku, much maligned Kaku, even better.
Jay kind of gave it to who I was going to give it to. I do I liked Omir Fernandez this year, but to be a little different, I'm going to go with Brian White. He has he's not flashy by any stretch of the imagination, but he's getting the job done this year between the goals and now a nice assist. I believe it was Matt Doyle who wrote in his weekend review piece, kind of brought it up. At this point, you kind of have to wonder when Bradley Wright Phillips is healthy, should he ever get healthy. I'm not exactly sure he waltzes right back into the lineup. Brian White has been playing that well, and Bradley Wright Phillips had been playing that poorly before he went down with an injury. So hats out to Brian White. He's certainly having a solid season.
And I can honestly see him playing with Wright Phillips, right? Because at least from what I've seen, it looks like he's more of a hold-up striker instead of a target guy, right?
Yes.
And if Wright Phillips is suffering from lack of service, what better way to do it than have somebody up there that can hold the ball up while Wright Phillips gets into the penalty box or the 6-yard box, and then actually can provide service.
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't it be nice to finally have that forward coming out of the academy system that may actually pay off? Is he the one? Is he the guy that's coming up?
Wasn't he a draft pick?
He was a draft pick. Yeah, it's true. He was a draft pick.
But he's still
so our academy system's still a failure.
So, I'm going to lump him in with the academy. I said, I was like, oh, yeah, he was a draft pick. But I'm just going to lump it in because, we know how draft picks are, right?
Yeah.
But he went through USL, so at least there's that level.
Yeah. But maybe he's that guy that's come up. It's like, oh, fuck, this is it. I mean, it's still early. But I mean, we could probably write a laundry list of forwards that you thought, oh, it's going to be this guy, this guy, and it hasn't been any of them.
I still think they gave up on Connor Chin too soon.
Yeah, he was a star.
Oh, yeah. So Brian White technically is an academy player because he was with the Red Bulls U23 team while in college.
Yeah, okay.
We just didn't sign him as an academy kid. We signed him as a draft pick.
Okay, well, that's cool. No, I mean, look. It's certainly too early to tell. I'm a bit skeptical he'll ever be lights out, but I mean, he's getting the job done for sure. I don't think we're going to see this kid on the national team.
Come on, man.
No, I'm Mr. Negativity.
Come on, he's so cool. He's from Flemington. He's a Jersey boy.
Flemington.
You ever been to Flemington? It's a hot town, man. It's a hot town. I'm there every day.
Hot spot, Flemington?
It is. There's
a Wawa?
There's an Amish market there. There's a Wawa there.
There you go.
There's
the gas station?
A couple gas stations. There's a cool model train place you can go to.
Oh, baby.
Mm-hmm.
I know where I'm going for my next date.
And it's where they had the Lindbergh baby trial.
Ooh,
so there you go. Come to historic Flemington.
All right. Moving on. Prediction contest. We actually had some movement this week.
Oh my God. Miracles.
I know. So Truman and I both got the win, so get a point for that. But I got exactly 2-0. I'm very
upset because I thought you put 1-0, and then I went back and checked the document. I'm like, fucker. I could have sworn you said 1.
Well, Pat said 1-0 loss.
I did.
Wow.
And for a while, it looked like I was going to be right.
Yeah, it did look like you were going to be right for a bit. I actually after the Fernandez goal, I turned to my girlfriend. I was like, okay, we're good. No more goals. She goes, why? It's like, because I'm getting my 3 points and I'm walking out of this place. So right now I'm in first. But given how this season's going, I don't know if I'll even break 15 points. So
this is it. I mean, this is going to be the only move 6 weeks.
That's what it seems like. Is it's like a 6-week gap and then we get another or 6 game gap. So 6 games because we're not going to do U.S. Open Cup predictions. It will be like what, end of July, something like that.
Yeah, probably.
Fan predictions. As much as I was going to put it up last week, I forgot.
Yeah, and getting on me for not posting a tweet.
Well, I specifically said I wasn't watching.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I got distracted after the episode last week and I forgot to do it. This week's one's already created. I was going to post it, but then I saw somebody put something up on our Twitter and I didn't want to push it down right away. So later tonight, I will definitely put the tweet up at least.
There you go.
All right, so Red Bull's hosting Real Salt Lake this Saturday, June 1st, 7 p.m. kickoff time on MSG. Salt Lake and Mike Petke return, I think, for the first time, right? Is his return?
Yes.
Leaving?
Yes.
Because he took over as the coaches for RSL when we played them on the road.
No, you know what it was?
It was
we had already played them. So last year was his first full season, and we were on the road.
Mm-hmm.
So this season is his second full season, and we're playing them at home.
So, but this is his first time back at Red Bull Arena.
Yes, correct.
Mm-hmm. So if you find a flaming bag of poop at Red Bull offices, you know who left it.
Yeah.
Well, it may not be Petke this week. RSL come in with a 6-7-1 record, 2-5-1 away, -2 goal difference, 19 points, good for 6th in the West. Last 5, a loss, 3 wins, and a loss. So predictions, and since I'm in first place, I get to go first. I am going to say a 2-1 victory because I still am a little shaky on this team after last week. I think they're going to win because RSL is a middling team, but I don't think it's going to be pretty.
All right, so they're basically us, is what you're looking at with record-wise. We're kind of the same. So obviously the tie goes to the home team. I mean, I don't know why this team is not fucking great at home. But I'm going to get slightly more confidence. I think they finally are going to find some form here. I'm going to give them the 2-0 win just to be different, so we can actually move some standings around here. The Red Bulls defense is still very, very good, and thank God Luis Robles is still very, very good, and I think that will absolutely only be the difference in this game.
Man, I'm trying to decide what's good for the fan base and what's good for me. Like, what's good for the fan base is me predicting a loss, because when I'm not confident, they seem to prove me wrong. But I am in the exact same boat as Jay. I think they'll get the win, but it'll be a bit more exciting than we want it to be. Damn, what do I do? You know what? I'm going to try and gain in the standings, and I'm going to go with a 2-1 win as well. I'm sorry, fan base. Predicting a loss would probably guarantee a win, but I'm just going to try and have some faith here.
See, this works out for me in 2 ways. One, if you do jinx us, Truman can't catch up on me.
Mm-hmm.
But if we do win, and it's 2-1, you can't catch up on me either.
Yeah. Hopefully, because it's lukewarm confidence, that'll be enough.
I'm very confused.
That'll be enough.
All right. So New York Red Bulls 2 lost their last match 2-0 versus North Carolina FC at home. They now sit 6-2-3 with 20 points, third in the East. Next match is home versus Bethlehem Steel, which is Friday, May 31st. So it's the day after we're recording this, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Sky Blue FC lost their last match also, 1-0 home loss to Portland Thorns. They are 2-5-2, 2 points, 8th in the league overall. They're a little bit on a break, I guess, for the start of the World Cup. The next match is away to the Utah Royals on Saturday, June 15th at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. So now it is time for the dumping ground.
I'm the trash man.
All right, so Open Cup. The New York Red Bulls have officially been drawn into a 14 group featuring the New England Revolution, New York City FC, and North Carolina FC. They will play their first game in the 4th round
on Tuesday, June 11th, 7:30 p.m. versus New England at Montclair State University, not Red Bull Arena. So
insanity begin.
Yep. The big news about this one isn't the fact that we're playing New England. It's the fact that the Red members are not getting this game included in their ticket package.
Oh, no.
So, yeah. People who are not happy on Twitter today. So
Red Bull fans weren't happy on Twitter?
Weird.
I know. And news today, other news today, water is wet. But anyway, I know I think you two have stronger opinions than I do. So who wants to go first?
Well, I mean, Pat doesn't have any opinions about the actual game in itself.
Well, I have actual game opinions.
I will just – this is what I ranted about on Twitter today. Maybe I should have saved it for the show, but whatever. Not everybody listens to the show that follows me on Twitter. I think this is a great idea for the team. I think this is where it should be played.
Yes, I do agree there.
I think it should be played number one. As we know, no one goes to these fucking games except for if it's like a Open Cup semifinal or final. No one's going to show up. Mm-hmm. So to put it in Montclair, I think it's a great idea. Oh my God, you have to pay $10 to get in. We were talking before we went on the air that maybe there's some kind of financial whoosy-whatsy going on here where they can't make it a free game. Also, on the website, it technically says Open Cup games that are played at Red Bull Arena. So they got you there. They got you. So listen, would we be mad if they won this game? I don't know. How many games do you have to win in the Open Cup? 4? I don't know.
4, I think it is.
4 games? Yeah. All right. Would everyone be pissy if they win 2 games and then they hosted the semifinals and they hosted the finals and you got those 2 games for free at Red Bull Arena? Would we care? Well,
they specifically said that it's any games up until the semifinal at Red Bull Arena.
Oh, so you have to pay another $10 if it's a Red Bull Arena, if it's a semifinal or final?
Yep.
No, gives a shit. I don't care. People fucking spend that much at a fast food place.
People spend that much on empanadas.
Yeah. Seriously. I think it's a good idea to maybe expose the local area to the team. Maybe get some Montclairians to come check them out. You know, I mean, I know they're not checking out Red Bull 2, but it'll be quote unquote the first team.
Yeah, let's see if we can get Stephen Colbert out to the Open Cup.
There we go.
I don't share the fan outrage because, well, I'm indifferent to the Open Cup. But I will say I do think it's foolish of the team to not give these tickets away for free to Red members. If it is a financial thing where, like, well, Montclair's, well, we need to pay, then pony up. Because here's the thing. As you said, people don't show up. And this, I think, is just going to keep more people away. It's a general indifference is what we get for this thing. And let's just say there's 10,000 fans who are Red members, then fine. First 2,500, whatever it takes whatever it does that sells out Montclair State, they get the tickets. I really do think it's a foolish move on the team's behalf. I think it may keep even more people away. That being said, if you're really mad about this, and you really do want to go to the Open Cup, is $10 really going to keep you from going?
Right.
If you're a hardcore who wants to go, so if you're one of those and it's like, okay, come on, it's $10. It's the cost of I think somebody posted it's less than the price of a movie ticket,
Yeah.
But at the same time, I do think it's a mistake by the team in general, just because the general difference to begin with.
So I do have a suggestion if the team wants to make up for the fact that this is happening. This is what I would do if I was in the front office. I would say, all right, so this is
3 hot dogs.
No.
Oh.
No, a little bit better. So what I would say is,
free
all
beer.
right, you don't actually, the price of beer at the arena, that would actually make it worth it. No, so my suggestion would be is I would say if you're a Red member and you buy a ticket, redeem that at a at select games. So like take like New York City and other like DC, like big games like that out of the mix, and say redeem your ticket for a free ticket for any other game. So you can bring a friend. Because the reason is because you get somebody to bring somebody in the door. That's money in concessions. That's how you sell it. You make up for the fact that you're giving away a ticket away for free because, come on, they're not selling at the stadium out at right now. Give a ticket away for free. Montclair gets $10. You get money from the concessions at Red Bull Arena later. I think that would be a good way to make up for it for people that want it anyway.
That's an idea.
Like if I was a Red member, I honestly wouldn't care.
Wait, so
I'm a Red member and I don't care.
Yeah.
No, I was also saying if I was a Red member, I wouldn't care about the $10. But if you told me I can redeem the $10 ticket for a free ticket for another game, sure, I'll do it.
What about if you can just redeem it for $10 in concessions at RBA? They put $10 in your credit. Yeah,
that works too.
Now we're making deals. Now we're making money moves.
Money moves, baby.
I think if this is adopted by the Red Bulls, we should get a cut of this.
Generally, it's just not. It's not the hill to die on. If I'm a Red Bull supporter, it's just not. It's the fucking Open Cup. It's not even CCL, which also none of y'all go to except for the hardcore people.
Mm-hmm.
I just they're still the cheapest season tickets of any other team in the entire area.
Indeed.
I couldn't care less. I really couldn't.
The problem is there's not many people that go. That financially probably does not make sense for them to open up the stadium.
No, it doesn't. I said that. It makes no sense to have people working there that night. It makes no sense.
None whatsoever. I mean, the move to Montclair State was long overdue.
Mm-hmm. That's why other teams like the Sounders do it. I think there's 5 teams total in this round playing elsewhere. Where Seattle, I think, is playing in Tacoma.
Well, that's like whenever they have Open Cup, like early rounds, that's where they always go.
When they play at that Starfire.
Yeah, Starfire.
Hold on, I'm going to tell you where they're playing this time. They're playing at Cheney Stadium in Tacoma. I think there's a USL team there. Yes.
Sounders, I think.
So.
Sounders usually play at Starfire Complex.
Something like that. Yeah.
It might be the same complex, just the stadium or something got renamed. But like DC United usually plays at the Maryland Soccerplex.
Right, they're playing at Audi Field though.
Well, now that they have their actual stadium, they might be able to do it. That was because it was RFK, so they might have not been able to schedule on the fly or something.
Well, here, I'm going to tell you right now. I'll tell you who's not playing.
New York City, I know, is not, but part of that's because Yankee Stadium couldn't handle it on short notice because there's home games for the Yankees.
They're playing at St. John's.
Yeah, and that one's because Yankee Stadium has games going on that night already.
Right. FC Dallas is playing at SMU, Southern Methodist.
I don't know if they do or not.
The LA Galaxy are playing at the Dignity Health Sports Park Track Stadium. That's
Jesus, that's a mouthful.
I mean, I guess that's attached to what's their stadium called now? I don't even know anymore.
Mm.
Is it StubHub?
Is it still StubHub? I don't know. But I mean, they used to play at StubHub, so I mean that might have been last minute.
Dignity Health Sports Park Track Stadium. Dignity Health Sports Park Track Stadium.
Drew's gonna turn this into a rap song.
Dignity Health.
So anyway, yeah. I get the complaint. I don't think it's the hill to die on, like Pat says. If the team wanted to make up for it, there's multiple ways they could do it.
Yup.
Dignity Health Sports Park Track Stadium. Disney Health Sports.
Did you figure out where it is, or you just want to keep repeating the name?
I'm going to look it up. It might be apparently the StubHub is now called Dignity Health Sports Park Track
Stadium.
It's confusing.
Get the fuck out of here.
Also, if I spell LA Galaxy right.
Heart Sport.
So
There's no way an NFL team would play in a stadium called the Dignity Health Sports Park Stadium.
no, it's just Dignity Health Sports Park
Stadium?
No,
Is it a stadium?
It's the new name for StubHub.
That is the worst. That is the worst. What
Fucking
is that
hell.
even?
Yeah. It's probably some voodoo, like, all natural. You have heart disease? Don't take Lipitor.
So,
Take any health sports.
so it sounds like LA is not playing away from home. They're playing in their
Okay, so
stadium.
they're playing. So yeah, so one. Let's see,
Because when I search for
two,
when I add the
three.
word stadium on the end, it just brings up what I'm going to keep calling StubHub because I'm used to calling it.
Right, so 4 teams are playing in their non-MLS stadiums.
Yeah. Cool. Open Cup.
Get into it, bro.
Never.
It looks like there's like a field with a track around it nearby in the same complex. That might be what it is. So like the track stadium because there's a track anyway. All right, moving on. So Pat, I think you put these 2 in. So you go ahead and
Yep. I'll reverse the order. First up, U.S. women beat Mexico at a sold-out, no tarp Red Bull Arena, 3-0 this past Sunday. It was I kind of paid half attention because I was watching double or nothing at that point, but a few nice goals scored. Although I've read and heard some reviews that there are some worries in the back line. Hopefully they won't burn the team come when these games start for real on, I believe, June 11th. And then the other one would be that the U.S. 20s today on the feet of a Timothy Weah goal advanced the round of 16 to U20 World Cup. Timothy Weah, by the way, is of the Red Bull Academy system.
who left for PSG.
Yep. And the game is being played in a Polish city, which I wrote the name of in our group chat. Jay, you want to give that a shot?
I'm going to go with no.
Let's everybody take a bet. I don't know the answer. So
I'm going to say it's in Poland.
Poland.
So it's definitely not. It's not pronounced like it's written there. It's like way simpler. I'm going to say it's called Badosh by Dosh. I'm going to say it's by Dosh.
I am not even attempting this.
No, Jay, you have to.
No, I don't.
The fans, man. It's for the fans.
We're going to sit in silence until he does it.
I was looking up Wikipedia. I'm not doing this.
By
Oh, wait, hold on. So
You're using the internet. That's not
yeah,
fair.
that's cheating.
I did not agree to do this. This is that's Wikipedia.
Say it again.
All right, hold on. Here we go.
Bigadush?
Bidgosh.
Bigadosh.
Bigadush.
All right, one more
Oh,
time.
well, that's where the game's being played.
Bigadosh.
And that game will be played either against France or Mali on June 4th.
Molly.
All right, anything else for dumping grounds?
Oh yeah, I did ask if anyone was going to do the watch the Champions League and squeeze that around the Red Bulls game somehow. Just a couple people, but our friend Viking Jesus said he's going to go down to MSU to watch it. But I told him they'll probably charge him $10, so I might not want to do that.
There you go.
And then Matt Schlemmer said, "Yep, heading to the Ironbound early to watch the game, then head over to Red Bull Arena, and the night at Jimenez for some cigars and whiskey. Then 90-minute drive home." Man, I don't even have a 90-minute drive home. Here's a question: what are we doing? Because you know I'm watching this game.
I don't know. What time's the game?
3:00.
I might watch that.
Man, I'm still debating. I might take this. Might be a day off for me for going to Red Bull Arena.
Oh, you sicko!
Work's been very busy, so it might be. I mean, if you do go into the Ironbound early, and I decide I am going, then I'll most likely meet up with you.
There we go. Yeah, so tell me where I should go because I need to watch this game somewhere. Maybe that place that we went to that I just left, that right in front of Red Bull Arena. They had nice TVs.
Oh, that nice place?
Yeah.
Who wants to watch soccer in a nice place?
Well, not me, but I need to go somewhere.
There's apparently another like dumpier bar in Harrison where people go. Like the green turtle or some shit.
The green room?
Yeah, maybe that.
That TVs are too small. I need big TVs. People, tell me where the big TVs are.
And how big they are.
Oh, wait. There's that bar on Jackson, Maite or Maitre. But I've been there before. They're actually pretty cool. Jay and I have been there, actually.
Was that? That's the place like right up from Kata's,
right?
Kata's?
Yeah, right up from Kata's, yeah.
Okay.
All right, well,
they had pretty good food there, too.
They had good food, yep.
Tell me where to go, people.
All right, so we're done with dumping grounds?
Yes.
Okay, so before we get to Terrible Team of the Week, we have a new segment to introduce. It's Pat's Betting Corner.
That's right. That's right. You want to make some money? Because, we got the legal sports betting here in the New Jersey. So what you want to do this week, I got 3 surefire teams for you to bet on, all right? First is our very own New York Red Bulls. I think Mike Petke is going to come in here, fall flat on his face right there in Red Bull Arena for everyone to see. All right. The next game I think you want to put some money on is the red-hot LA Galaxy. They're at home. They can't be beaten there. That's absolutely the team you want to bet on. And then finally, the last team you want to win is the other team that has pulled themselves out of the muck and mire at the bottom of the table is Atlanta. They are playing the hapless Chicago Fire at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. These 3 teams guaranteed to make you some money, but don't quote me on that.
Now, these bets, I assuming are just for wins, right? All wins. We're not
wins.
playing. All right.
Yeah, if I predicted a tie, I'd be a crazy person.
Well, we're gonna get crazy during this season. We'll start out light.
Yeah.
Well, you know what's not going to be starting out light because we've done it a while is Truman's Terrible Team of the Week.
That's terrible.
All right. Prepare to be confused on this one, Jay, because I don't know what you're going to put in because I thought really long and hard about this. I could have given it to one team. I'm going to award this one to everyone in the Eastern Conference but us. All right? So Eastern Conference minus Red Bulls for last weekend, not last night, last weekend, because they pretty much all lost for the most part. Allowing the Red Bulls to launch themselves to third place in the standings, albeit it was temporarily because of results last night. But they like catapulted themselves. Here, I'll give you some results here. These are just from Saturday. Let's see. New England and DC tied, which was great. We won. And then Philly lost. The Crew lost. Toronto lost that weekend. It was wonderful. It was like everyone was dropping points. You couldn't have asked for anything more that weekend. So big. That's a big collective oopsie. Oh, and NYCFC tied with the Fire. It was great. We were the only team that won. The only one.
Woof. I thought you were going to award it to WWE.
Can we go back in the dumping ground? I have more to talk about. I have more.
I think if we are going to talk about,
he's back. The trash man is back.
If it's going to be wrestling dumping ground, it has to be after Terrible Team of the Week, so the soccer fans can turn the show off.
All right. All I'm going to say, it's not even about the WWE. All I'm going to say is that, oh my God, Dave, can we do a wrestling show? Because I need to talk about this after listening to that Talk is Jericho with Jon Moxley. Again, another person like CM Punk that proved what a shit show WWE is behind the scenes. It's a fucking joke. Vince McMahon is a fucking joke. It is a joke. And that Moxley interview was fucking bananas. Maybe not as bananas as CM Punk's.
Because he was at least level-headed about everything.
And, his was more bananas because they were trying to make him wrestle injured all the time and trying to tell him he wasn't injured.
Mm-hmm.
Moxie's more just storyline, but holy shit, that company is hilariously terrible right now.
Yep. No, yeah, I actually did listen to the podcast eventually, and it was quite illuminating. Now, I think with CM Punk, is just kind of like, he was kind of the first one to kind of call out WWE, right?
He was also out of contract early.
Yeah, I think I sometimes feel like when you're the first whistleblower, it's like you're taken with a grain of salt, and now, like, Jon Moxley he's not even the second. I mean, there have been so many people tweeting stuff out. Sasha Banks has been saying stuff. I believe the Revival have at least hinted at stuff. There's all this stuff just saying, like, all the words coming out of WWE is that everyone there is miserable.
And Moxley didn't name names aside from Vince, so.
Yeah, exactly. So it sounds like Vince McMahon, is just running his own company into the ground. Well, shouldn't necessarily say that. He convinced the Saudi Arabian royal family to give him a lot of money. And
he convinced USA Fox to give him $1 billion TV deals.
Yeah, for XFL for some reason.
He's just creatively running.
That's right. That is WWE. I'm sorry. You're right.
But sure, XFL's got huge TV deals too.
Yeah, but it's such an awful product right now, WWE, and it has nothing to do with the talent. The talent's there.
Yep, definitely there.
But AEW I probably haven't enjoyed a pay-per-view as much as I enjoyed Double or Nothing since, well, actually, All In. So, AEW is pretty much so far made it that I might actually become a real wrestling fan again instead of just a pay-per-view, a monthly pay-per-view wrestling fan.
Well, they got till the fall. They got like 3 more shows until their regular TV station starts. So
yeah, and let's point out, and maybe this is what you're about to say, Forza Lucha alum all over that show.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to relate this type back into the Red Bulls or whatever, I was just going to say I want to congratulate all the guys that are Forza Lucha alumni. You had Joey Janela, you had Orange Cassidy, you had Bryce Remsburg, referee Bryce Remsburg.
Yep.
You had Sonny Kiss, and you had Chuck Taylor.
Yep.
So it was really cool seeing those guys. Some of them are...
And Chuck Taylor was on the main show.
Yes. Well, yeah, some of those are full-timers. Some of them will be, I mean, Orange Cassidy is obviously not signed to AEW, but how cool is that seeing those guys that did our show for practically nothing, not nothing, but practically nothing. Go on.
They did it for charity.
Yeah. Yep.
And at least one YouTube channel I watch name dropped Orange Cassidy, so I think he won some people over this weekend.
I will tell you right now, he definitely won a lot of people over because the one group I'm in who had no idea who he was sold on him for the 2 minutes he was in the ring.
Yep.
And that little exchange with Tommy Dreamer was perfect.
Yep. So I don't know. I thought that was really awesome seeing these guys succeed, and I hope it's nothing but going further and further up.
Yep.
All right. Is that it?
Yes.
That's it.
All right. Let's wrap this one up. Patreon.com/Rebel Rant. $1 a month is all you need to get exclusive content such as our monthly wrap-ups, any live post-game stuff we do. And I think we still owe them the May wrap-up, so I got to talk to you guys after we're done to schedule that.
Yeah.
Red Bull Rant @gmail.com is the email address if you want to send us an email. 973-348-5329 is the phone number if you want to leave us a voicemail. Facebook.com/Red Bull Rant, on Twitter @Red Bull Rant for the show, Dr. Stooge for myself, PMACDA2 for Pat, The Truman for Truman. Subscribe to our show via iTunes, Stitcher Radio, Google Play Music, YouTube, SoundCloud, Spotify, pretty much anywhere you can find a podcast. Last words before we get out of here.
All I ask for, please win Liverpool. Please win. Don't lose to Tottenham. They suck. Don't let Zach Wassink be happy. No one wants him to be happy. Nobody.
That's
Nobody.
True.
Okay? No one wants Zach to succeed.
I mean, I guess his wife does.
She doesn't count. She doesn't count.
So can we even confirm that?
Please, Liverpool.
I've met her.
Oh, and I guess the Red Bulls. You should probably win too. Don't make me mad.
Red Bulls, yeah. Don't listen to the show. Just assume I said you're going to lose because whenever I do, you win.
All right, so for Pat Truman and myself, this has been episode number 311 of the Red Bull Rant. Thank you guys for tuning in, and as always, go Red Bulls.
Bye.
Lights.